Welcome back to Keen Plays. Today we're looking at Catan. Now, if you might remember, I did a video on this Catan a while ago. This is from AliExpress and I paid just under $8 for it, which is a fantastic deal. But if you've watched that video, you'll know that there's quite a few issues with this, just color-wise on some of these pieces, and the fact that they didn't really want to fit in this, border that well. Also, as you can see, the robber here, the thief, is just a sorry pawn, so it doesn't really work that great. The dice are different, and then all these pieces are plastic instead of wood. So quite a few little things there. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's kind of funny going through some of the other Catan games that I had, because I've never actually owned a legit Catan. I've had kind of spin-off ones, or I had a travel size version and some stuff like that. But the reason that I'm going to be making this video today is because, of course, I knew it was going to happen at some point. I ended up finding a legit Catan at Value Village for only $7. I'm pretty sure this is a legit Catan anyways. So in this video, we're going to be going through these together side by side, checking out all of the differences, which is interesting to me anyways, hopefully to you guys as well. So let's get into it. As you can see, this Catan is still in the packaging, which is just fantastic. Can't believe that someone would get rid of it like that. I'm no idea why, but I'm not going to complain at all or ever for finding brand new games at Value Village. That's amazing. But let's see here, right off the bat, if we're looking at these side by side, the boxes, pretty similar. They did a decent job over here. It looks like these fonts are a little off, and coloring is a little different side by side. You can see, the wheat is definitely darker over here. Everything's a little darker. The lettering up here is a little darker. Different font. I don't know, they might have forgotten to use bold or whatever. And then on the side, it's definitely a little bit different here. As you can see, this has you've got your ages, how long it takes, how many players. That's definitely different. Again, you have Catan Studio, this stuff down here, whereas this doesn't have anything like that. And on this side, basically the exact same. No little registered mark on this one. It's kind of funny. And then on this side, we have a little barcode there. This one doesn't have anything like that, or any of the copyrights, which is definitely funny. And then on the back itself, very similar. There is some differences. We've got the Catan Studio stuff over here. We've got a little code you can look up the rules on, and recommended card sleeves, stuff like that. Just few different things that the AliExpress version is missing here. Even who did the art is missing. Kind of funny. All right, so there we go. That's the box itself. Also, this box is just complete garbage. I don't know if you can tell in this video, but it is just trash, man. Oh, I made it even worse. Great. All right. And then this one, it's like an actual board game box. Very nice. There you go. And then inside, we've even got like a little advertisement here, and I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Some more ads for expansions and different things like that. Very cool, very cool. Whereas this one, we've just got the Game Rules Almanac, and I've been moving the box around, so everything has just fallen out. That's smart of me. But these rules themselves, should be quite similar. Obviously, as you can see, the color is just way off. But I mean, other than that, I'm pretty sure that they probably have all of the rules that you need in there. Yeah. Other than color, very similar, obviously. And then this I have not gone through yet because it was, obviously packaged. And we've got all of the pieces here. Again, it's a lot to do with, color is the biggest thing. Because, yeah, it's just very obvious color difference there. And even like the ocean itself, the blue that they have is just totally different. Way darker on these ones. Let's see what else we can see here. I mean, yeah, we've got all of these pieces, which, let's see, yeah. There you go, there's a little side by side. A lot darker, which, it doesn't matter too much, but it is noticeable. And these guys themselves, again, not crazy. There is definitely a difference. Again, it looks like they forgot to put on the bold, on the lettering, and the color is a little faded, a little darker, just a little off in general. And yeah, this is a big one, because one thing I noticed is that the coloring on these are very similar, whereas with the actual thing, it's pretty easy to tell wheat and brick apart, whereas these are very similar in color. And then, yeah, it's quite obvious that these are supposed to be different, whereas these, it's a little less obvious, I found anyways. And yeah, again, like the water is just flat, doesn't give you much like ripples or anything like that. It's all kind of just one color. And then on the back as well, it's just very, very dark compared to the legit thing there. So I don't know, I kind of find it interesting just comparing them that way. And then this is one of the bigger things, is that this is all wooden, whereas yeah, all of these are plastic, which honestly I feel like it kind of depends on who you are. Like the plastic definitely isn't a bad thing. I don't know, some people might prefer it, honestly. And then the funniest thing is the comparison between the two robbers. So good, man. I love that they were like, I don't know, throwing a sorry piece there, that looks good. That is so funny, man. Yeah, so good. And then even the dice, these this is also pretty funny from them. Just totally different dice. You have a see-through red rounded edges, and then a yellow with it's a block, very different. Funny, very funny, I find it anyways. And we got some baggies over here, and then the cards themselves are going to be quite a difference as well. From what I remember, the cards were a little different size-wise. Yeah, very different. Holy, yeah, way bigger. Which is the one thing that I was definitely a little butthurt about, because I have a 5 to 6 player expansion for Catan, and because I had this game, I was like, oh, maybe I'll be able to use it. And then, the cards are totally different, and I think the bigger thing was that these the expansion, the 5 to 6 player expansion, didn't want to link in with these border edges, or like the puzzle pieces didn't fit. So yeah, anyways. And then probably the biggest thing is that when I made this board, it was very, very tight, and so you might not be able to see it, but I have kind of cut on each of these edges to try and make a little bit more room. And so now when I do have it fully together, you know, I'm not the greatest at making these cuts super precise. And so when you put it together, then, you know, now there's some gaps here and there. Not the worst thing in the world. And again, it cost me $8, so it's like you can't really complain too much. It does work as a Catan game. Probably just wouldn't be able to, you know, build onto it with any expansions. But that's going to be basically about it. I mean, other than, I guess, this little, you know, insert itself, where they did, you know, kind of a decent job. It does look a little similar anyways. I think they did all right. That's not too bad. But there we go. So that's going to be, I think that'll be it for the video. Just wanted to kind of go through these now that I have a legit Catan. I have yet to actually play a game with this AliExpress version. Just never got around to it, but so funny, man. Like, I don't know, might be something that now that I have the legit version over here, maybe I'll give this AliExpress one away. We'll see. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments, and feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.